So he learned that he didn't believe in God. God made a test with him, and he didn't pass the test. He was disapproved. So what is in your life that separates you from God? At this moment, is it an addiction? You say, I know it is wrong, but one day I will get rid of it. But now I want to enjoy it a little bit more. This addiction is your God. Is it sex, pornography? Is it money? That you do anything, any business for money, even if it is an illicit business, to deceive people? There's no problem. You want to make money. Then you think, in the world, if you're not smart, you are left behind. So you placed money above everything. Mammon, the god Mammon, became your God. And then you want the blessing of God. You want to advance in 2025 and you want the blessing of God in your life. Okay, but you should start putting God in His place and removing what has been taking God's place in your life. So what is this? So for you to have 2025 as the best year of your life, it will be simple, which does not mean that it will be easy. Simple means it's not hard to understand or to practice, but you need to have discipline and determination to practice it. That 2025 may be a different year in your life. What should you do? There are two things to do. Only two things. Jesus spoke about one. In reality, these are two things that is only one thing. First thing that you will do in 2025. You will look in your life for something that have been harming you. Something that you are doing, that you are keeping, that you are practicing, that is harming you, and you will eliminate it from your life in 2025. One thing. What is harming you? In what sense? I don't know. Harming you. Maybe your health, your mental health, emotional health, your spiritual life, your character. One thing that is harming you, that holds you back, and you will eliminate it from your life. One thing. What is this one thing? You will ask God. If you don't know, then you will ask God. But most of you already know why it is. Might be a friendship, a relationship, places you attend, an addiction, a wrong belief, a grudge, a sentiment that you hold in your heart, stubbornness, a bad habit. What is harming you? You identify this one thing and you will cut it off from your life. As Jesus said, if your hand causes you to sin, what should you do? What? Put the verse up there, please. Jesus said, if your hand causes you to sin, cut it off. It is better for you to enter into life maimed rather than having two hands to go to hell into the fire that shall never be quenched. So when he said, if your hand causes you to sin, leads you to stumble, it's better to cut it off. It's better to lose one hand now than your entire life in hell. He's talking about this need to cut things off from our lives. Then we hear that expression, to nip it in the bud. What does that mean? You will cut what hurts you. You say it is easy. So that's not it. You will cut off something from your life that leads you to stumble. When he says, if your hand causes you to sin, in other words, leads you to stumble, it harms you. So you will cut it off. What is that? You will find it and cut it off. one thing. And the other thing, the second thing is, what will you add to your life? So one, you will remove it. One, you will cut off from your life. The other thing, you will add. You will add something that will do you good, that you know that you will add to your life. As it says in Proverbs chapter 11, it says, the merciful man does what? Does good for his own soul, but he who is cruel troubles his own flesh. So the merciful man does good for his own soul. So what is the good you need to do for your soul that you can add? Because the soul is our greatest asset. So if you are going to do good for yourself, start with your soul. For example, if your soul needs forgiveness, you need to give forgiveness, to remove grudges from your soul. Then you will give forgiveness to your soul. If your soul needs you to forget someone that is leading you to suffer, maybe you are a man who is hurt. You are chasing after your ex, the woman who already told you that wants nothing to do with you. You will become inconvenient. Instead of looking at you, you are begging for attention. Then your soul needs what? Self-love. It needs you to take care of it, for you to stop going after others. So you will add this self-value to your soul. You will do good for your soul. What do you need to do? One thing that will do good for you. So one is the evil that you will cut off, and the other is the good that you will add to your life. Only these two things. If you do this in 2025, I am sure that if that young man had done that, what Jesus said, that following year would have been the best year of his life. Do you believe this? Do you agree with it? Yes or no? If he had said, Amen, I will do what you, Lord, tells me, that year will be the best year of his life, because he would be walking with Jesus. He would receive the assurance of his salvation and become truly rich, with nothing lacking for his soul and nothing else for his life, because Jesus wouldn't allow him to lack anything. But he didn't want that. But if you do this, that we are telling you, exclude something that is harming you and add something that will do good to your soul, this new year will be the best year of your life. Will not be better than 2026, because I hope that in 2026 you will be better than 2025. If today's video helped you and you know someone that could benefit from it, share it with them, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you may do so now. See you later.